dedicated to its breeding of endangered species. But what sets them apart is that some of their methods have actually made history.
Using such high-tech methods as embryo transfer and cryopreservation, the Cincinnati Zoo's Center for the Reproduction of Endangered Wildlife, or CREW, has tallied up 13 history-making events in the battle to save species from extinction. Dr. Betsy Dresser, a scientist with a PhD in reproductive physiology, heads this program.
But one day, I went to a cattle farm, and they had used embryo transfer there with a cow that had produced about 10 calves within the course of a couple weeks, and they had all 10 of these calves in one corral. And it was great. It was like, when I looked at them, I thought, boy, if those could be bongo or eland or endangered species of some kind. Can you imagine what this technology could do?
It took several years of research and experimentation to perfect this procedure for use on exotic animals. Quite simply, the process calls for the removal of an embryo or fertilized egg from the donor female and the transfer of the embryo to the host or surrogate mother, where it's carried to term. In 1984, this feat took on Orwellian proportions, and the world watched as a bongo was born to its surrogate mother, an eland, the product of the world's first interspecies embryo transfer.
This female, this is your famous one, is it?
Yeah. This bongo female is the one that was born to the eland. We named her L.A. Delay. And she's 7 years old now. And one of the really neat things about her is that she's now giving birth to her own calf, which is a female calf. And so we feel like she's normal, grown up with normal behaviors, and it's been real exciting to us to...
And when she assimilated finally into the herd, there was no problem ever?
Yeah, right. We put her right into the herd as soon as she was old enough to be weaned from her mother, and she fit right in. Her behaviors were all the same, and they accepted her, and she grew up with them.
Fabulous.
Now Dr. Dresser is hoping that CREW's stature as the world leader in wildlife reproduction will allow her to realize her dream, to import and export bongos, not in crates, but in test tubes.
The ideal situation would be to bring embryos from the Cincinnati Zoo to the Mount Kenya Game Ranch, exchange embryos, so that what we're doing is interchanging bloodlines, but through the use of this technology.